for the first time on the Mayo Classic, rocking a very different look, Rhea, that you have now. So was the change something like deliberate or happened just progressively?
The first Mae Young Classic, I was only 20 years old. I was terrified of not doing good enough and not being good enough. So I pretty much went out there and took all the ideas that everyone was throwing at me, and I tried to deliver exactly what they wanted, which wasn't me. The Rhea Ripley that you saw going into the second Mae Young Classic, that was me. That was me after a year of being here in America, training at the Performance Center, and just learning who I am and understanding that I can't take everyone's criticism and use it. I can only use what works for me. I was very upset and like salty at the world, and I miss my family, I miss my friends. So I sort of used all that sadness and anger and put it into myself for the second Mae Young Classic, because I wanted to win the thing. I wanted to see as far as I could get. I wanted to do better than the year before, and I wanted to be confident in myself, and it worked because I watched it back so many times. And my match against Io Shirai is one of my favorites still, because I could see the confidence oozing out of me, and I was 110% me, and I love it.
Can you say that, like, it's one of the tricks to have the things or your goals, to achieve your goals, right? Like, forget about the criticisms or the words that everybody's saying, like, you have to do that. And just being yourself, right?
Yeah, there's always going to be people telling you what to do. And you can only take in so much before you become someone else. But you have to really remember who you are, because that's the best you.
So in a recent interview, you say that you create your own gear. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, so it's funny because the second Mae Young Classic, I did some of the gear, but my blue pair of pants that I have, my red pair of pants that I have, and my black pair of pants that I have, I got a lady to make them because, like, I don't trust myself stitching. Like, it's live TV, like that stuff might break. So I got the pants like actually made, and then I put all the studs and all the spikes and chains and eyelet holes in them. So I pretty much just customize it to be whatever I want it to be. Same with my jackets. Sometimes I'll find like a good vest, but if I can't find a good vest, I'll buy a leather jacket and I'll get the gear maker to take the sleeves off, and then I'll get it back and I'll put all the studs and sew everything onto it. It's a fun thing for me, and it helps me with my stress, because you just sit there and you just do it, and you don't really think about anything else. So it's just a bit of fun, and it's a stress reliever at the same time. And it's cool because when I watch it back, I get to see something that I've made. Which is awesome, and everyone else gets to see it too. So I'm proud of my stuff.
Yeah, that's great. Very creative, girl.
Thank you. I try and make them as different as possible, but there's only so many ways that you could stud a jacket.
Yes.